I guess continuing because it was trying to go live and then it wasn't recording and then it kept saying it couldn't connect, so whatever. I'm just gonna pick up where I think the thing like froze and failed. So despite telling them to check everything and make sure they had everything, the customers had left behind their phone. And in the course of figuring this out, I hear and have a heart attack and a half. So while holding now stolen property, I turn my head to the police officer, I roll down my window, and I'm like, yes? He's like, what are you doing? Well, this might be hard to believe, but I'm a Lyft driver. While going, obviously, down the road you were sitting at. And at this point in time, there's now an SUV canine drug unit behind his vehicle. So that was 2 cop cars. Oh boy. I'm like, I got a Lyft ride in the exact opposite way that I was facing, so that's why I tried to do the public, practical, legal U-turn, and why I tried my best to make it legal, and I turned the corner. But at the stoplight, I heard a weird noise, and it turns out it's a customer who left their cell phone. And it was in the back seat. And he was like, yeah, I was wondering why you suddenly started digging in your back seat. It was very suspicious. And I was like, sure. So, while trying to explain this to them, I got a phone call and I was like, I bet that's the customer right now. And I was right. It was the customer. And he's like, hey, did my friend leave a phone in your car? And I'm like, he sure did. And I'm currently pulled over with the police officers trying to explain the situation to him. And so the officer was like, oh, she's not lying. And so he's like, oh my god, really? You got pulled over by the cops because of my phone? I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's not because of you, but I will try and get the phone back to you. It just will take some time because I am currently pulled over by the police. And now I have to deal with the police officers. The customer before is still waiting on their ride because I was accepting it and I said I'm on my way. Now, all they see on the app is I'm at a dead stop for 3 minutes and they're very confused. So I'm like, alright, so I have a current customer. I need you to hang up so I can call them and let them know that I am currently pulled over and I have property that I need to return to you guys. So I have to cancel their ride. So, they hang up. I answer more questions by the police officers. They use their flashlights to do a quick search through my car, like checking for any like plastic bags, white powder, whatever else they think that they saw me flailing for. And then they just go like, okay, well, I guess you're fine. Bye. And I'm like, yay. So on the way there, I called the other customer. They were very sad, and I was very apologetic. And I was like, I am so terribly sorry, but I have a customer before you that left some property in there. I was like, you have to cancel it. And here's how you can go back into the app and get your money back. So that way it doesn't just take the money from you. You know, tell them it was something on my end, which it was. You know, the app was messing up, and I had to return someone's property. They shouldn't bill you for that. So they should give her money back. And hopefully they did. And then I remember that the app doesn't save addresses. So now I'm stuck in a random parking lot trying to remember where did I drop those customers off. And I'm failing at it because I just moved here and I wasn't being a weird stalker creepy person going, oh yeah, I know where that is. I thought I did. I was like, yeah, I think I know where I'm going, because all I have to do is, like, go 5 minutes that way, right? Well, while in the parking lot, some dude walks up, 2 in the morning, and starts trying to get my attention, and I'm like, nope, making phone calls, trying to figure out how to call that customer back to get the address. I guess it's this address, I fucking don't remember. All I had to do was, if I was calmed down enough, I would have remembered. All I have to do is get out of the parking lot, turn left, go to the intersection, turn left. I was in panic mode, and the customer was getting closer and closer to the driver's side window, so I panicked, put in a random address, went out of the parking lot, turned right, and then turned another right, and then instead of going straight, I did all these random twists and turns. So what ended up happening is I ended up going the exact opposite way that I was supposed to have gone. Thankfully, 10 minutes later, because they weren't calling that phone anymore, or at all, they called me again. Because I had tried calling, recalling the number back, but again, the app doesn't let you keep their phone numbers, and it puts it through a filter, so trying to call them back doesn't do it. It sends you to the list, and it's like, this is for reporting accidents only, and I'm like, I'm not having an accident, click. So I had them stay on the phone with me, and they gave me the proper address, and it was 9 minutes away, so I had them stay on the phone. It ended up taking like 10-ish, 11 minutes, because traffic lights are horrifying and slow. I ended up getting them their stuff back. They were very thankful. They tipped me some money in cash, which I was very thankful for. And, yeah, I was pulled over by the cops, and I didn't even do anything wrong. They just saw someone driving down the road and go, skirt! And they were like, someone's got drugs! And then they were disappointed because I didn't have drugs. And they're like, well, damn. We just wasted our time on this person. Fuck. And I was like, haha! You'll never catch me alive, coppers! Yeah! No. I was terrified. I cried. I then called my friend and I was like, I got pulled over! And he laughed at me. I have a tear in my eye. He laughed. But anyways. That's yeah. Also, I recommend if you start working for any taxi company, use your own vehicle, because right now the money that I could be saving is the money being taken from me to pay off the rental fee for this vehicle, which means that almost $1,000 is taken out of my paycheck every month to pay for the rental vehicle. And that means that I'm stuck in an endless loop of barely staying afloat, barely being able to pay rent, barely being able to buy food that isn't ramen. But I have been buying ramen, like copious amounts of ramen. Ramen and string cheese. Anyways. So I'm stuck in an endless loop right now. It's like anytime I try and save up money, nope, it goes directly to rent, or it goes to gas, or it goes to this or that. And I can't save any money to get my own car. And if I can't save any money to get my own car, that means there's $920 taken away from me every single month that I can't save because I need to pay people money back. And I know I do, and I feel really, really, really bad because I was like, well, I have this new job, and this should really help me keep my head above water, but I didn't expect to be paying nearly $1,000 a month for the car. And I'm like, if I'm going to be paying nearly $1,000 a month for a car, I should be owning that car. But no. I will never own this car because that's how they choose to do this. So, somehow, some way, by some miracle, I'm supposed to try and squirrel away like $500 to put down as a down payment to a car, and then I can immediately return this car, and then that's $920 in my pocket every month. $920 I can go towards insurance, paying off my own vehicle, and then finally making money, saving it, and paying the people that I owe money back. Because, I mean, honestly, if I really buckle down and do it, and if I had my own car, I could pay insurance, rent, phone, ramen, cat food, cat litter, storage unit fees, and then pay them back in full in about 2 months. And then still have money left over. Like, that's how much money I would be making and saving if I had my own vehicle. So, I'm serious. If you're thinking about doing the taxi stuff, make sure to have your own vehicle. Or make sure to have a vehicle that has, like, the title that you can have, and stuff like that, and has insurance on it, and it's, like, the proper age and stuff like that. I mean, someone suggested borrowing a friend's car, but I don't think that's how it works. Like, I think you have to have your name on the title and stuff like that, and you have to have proof of insurance, and you also have to make sure to bring it in every month or two for, maintenance or something. So, either way, it pays for itself way more to just have your own vehicle. Because otherwise, you're like me, and you're stuck in the same freaking loop every single week, getting $230 something taken out of your paycheck every single week. And if you only make $300, $400, that means you're only making $65 or $100. It means that they're literally taking the majority of the paycheck out, and if gas costs easily $100 a week, you're not even covering the cost of gas when you get your paycheck. So you are literally just above water every single week. And then people were wondering why I'm working 2 jobs, like 16-hour days, and I only sleep 3 hours, maybe 7 if I'm lucky, hours a day. It's like, because I have no time to do anything else but work. Because if I slack off even like one day, I'm fucking screwed. I really am. So, yeah. That is my life right now. I just need to win the lottery. I'll be able to pay them back, get a car, and actually make money. Someone said something about getting a loan, but I mean, the interest rates on a loan, especially when you have no credit like me, it's horrible. It's just really, really bad. It's really bad. Anyways, this turned into some weird diversion from the actual story, so I'm gonna let you go and go back to work because I'm pretty sure this ended the app, and that's why I haven't got a customer. Goodbye.